Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about how I went from making $5,000 a year 3 years after I'm making over $100,000 a year. I'm just kind of showing you guys how exactly I did it. Keep in mind, I moved to Philly. I don't really have any sphere of influence here. I don't really pay that much on advertising, so everything I do is very cost efficiently, and exactly teach you guys step by step how I did it. So if you remember, I started my channel 3 years ago in May. That's right around I got my real estate license. So I signed up with Keller Williams at State College, and in that 2 months I basically didn't make any money. I paid $350 for office space, and then I moved to Philly. So I was like, I don't want to be an independent agent. I wanted to be part of the team. I wanted people kind of teach me what to do, because I was freaking out. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I want to start making money right away. So I interviewed a bunch of brokers and team leaders, and then I end up with going one team that I picked, and at the time they were looking for a rental agent. So I'm like, it's okay, I know I don't make a lot of money, but at least I make money right away, right? I really needed money at the time. So I was like, okay, I'll start doing some rentals. So keep you guys in mind, in that 5 months, I've closed 13 rental deals. It's not a joke. Like, rental deals, let me tell you guys, it's even harder than closing a buyer transaction. Renters are a lot pickier. They can pick whatever they want, and sometimes the inventory is low. So if you are a little slower, somebody else picked that rent spot instead of your client. So running back and forth, I was working like crazy, and then I started to question myself, like, is this the right step for me? Am I really learning the right thing? Because God knows how many years it's gonna take my renters to want to be a buyer, you know, and purchase a home. So am I gonna stuck being a renter agent for years? So at that time, I started to interview different other brokerage, and I realized, hey, I speak Mandarin. Why not just interview a Mandarin or Chinese brokerage? Maybe my Mandarin can put in use. So I'm just like, okay, let me try this out. And that's kind of how I met Joey. So I started selling in 2018. I made my first ever commission in like April, 4 months within being that brokerage. And then ever since then, I started closing deal after deal. Majority of the deals are buyers. But then at that time, my question was, okay, I'm done with those buyers. I'm paying Zillow. So where is my next client going to be? If I run out of money of paying advertising, does that mean my business also is dead? So then I started picking up phone. And I remember reaching out to Teddy Smith, who's a friend on YouTube. So at the time, we have a prospecting group. So we're just kind of like keep each other encouraged. And if, we just make a joke if someone got hung up by a prospect. So this could be also a good tip for you guys, just to kind of get a few agent friends together, see if you guys can prospect online together. And then fast forward 6 months after, I start to pick up some listings from cold calling, and the second year it's majority listings and then less buyers. So my year in 2019 obviously is a lot more lifestyle, because my daily routine becomes more stable. It used to be I will be working entirely like the weekend. Whenever my buyer wants to see a property, I don't pre-qual, I jump in my car, go show them houses. But in 2019, after 1 year of selling the real estate, I become more of awareness of myself, like what kind of lifestyle I want to build on. And obviously, I wanted to have, more like control. I wanted to be the boss of myself. So I wanted to focus on more listings. I want to work with more of the seller side. So I started prospecting mostly Monday to Friday. I'll be getting on the dollar like 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll prospect, I'll follow up, and then I'll call the new FSBO, new expired, new cancel. These are still the same until now. And then in the afternoon, I'll start returning some phone calls, answering emails, and then from 1 o'clock up until like 5 or 6, I'll be prospecting and calling neighborhood and just asking them if they're thinking about selling. So I repeated the same schedule for about 2 years now. It's insane, I know. Right now this year, majority of my closings are all sellers. I rarely take any buyers. But then again, my question was, how am I going to leverage? And with social media, I have been getting so many people who are interested in relocating in Philly or people who are thinking about buying. So I have a team now. I have 3 buyer agents who are working for me. Those agents are great. So I basically just give my lead to them. I'll set up an initial conference phone call with my buyer prospect, and then I understand exactly what they're looking for, what area, what time frame they want to be in their new house. So I get all this information to my buyer agent. Keep you guys in mind, I set that up in my CRM, just so if my buyer agent forget about my client, I always have a date picked up. I'll call Wendy or Ivan. I'll be like, hey, where you are with this person. They will keep me updated on what transaction they are. Are they in escrow? Are they about to close? If they have any questions, they don't know what to do. Sometimes they get lost with the buyer. I will call the buyer. I'll be like, hey, are you still looking to sell? You know, because we are still looking for listings and houses for you. Like, are you gonna put a pause on your searching process? So I'm always very hands-on, and I always call my team member pretty much every day. We talk every day, just so I want to get it closed. You know, I want them to make money, I want to make money, and I want to make my buyer happy. So this is where I am, and I don't want to put this video too long, but I'm going to give you guys a 5 takeaway from what happened in these 3 years. And the number one thing that I can think of from my personal experience is definitely try to do everything. So when you are trying and experiencing everything, you definitely going to know which way is the most efficient way and which way you hate the most. For me, like, I don't like being a rental agent. I'll never in a million years go back to be a rental agent unless I have to help a friend find a rental. And then that's why it pushed me to work with buyers, and then it pushed me to work with sellers. That's kind of how I figured which is the most efficient way for me. And secondly, I understand how important it is to simplify something. When you are doing prospecting, for instance, it's always good to have your phone on do not disturb. And I know with social media, there are just so many distractions nowadays, and people posting videos, TikTok, you know, YouTube. A lot of time, you know, I used to watch makeup tutorials, and I just bought a bunch of like things I really don't even need. I'm trying to practice a simple life, so I'll follow someone who has, you know, like a YouTube channel about real estate, about stock, about investing, about minimalism. Those are the things I'm trying to focus on. 3 is learn what's your advantage. Do you speak a second language? Are you familiar with a certain area? If you are, these are your advantage. Try to start with what you know, instead of just, oh yeah, I want to be a luxury agent because I want to sell pretty houses, I want to look pretty. You know, like, start with something that you know, start from the bottom, and then build your way up. Number 4 is leverage. Understand the most important thing for you is time. Like, you gotta leverage your time and create some passive ways that can also help you build your clientele in the future. Don't just focus on the present. Don't just chase after your current clients. You gotta do something like build your social media platform, so that way as you put more content out there, people are using YouTube as a search engine, so those leads eventually gonna come back to you. So you have to put the work up front in order to see some result, maybe 2-3 years down the road. And that is exactly what happened to me. If I look all my lead sources, and I'm telling you guys right now, 50% are from cold calling, and then 10 to 20% are from social media like YouTube, Instagram, and then another 15 are from paid advertising like Zillow, and then another 15% are from referral. Keep in mind, I'm only 3rd year in the business. My referral base is going to keep growing because 50% are from cold calling. All these cold callers, these sellers that I've been keeping contact with, eventually they're gonna have friends who wants to sell, they're gonna know some relative wants to sell. So those referrals for me are going to be icing on the cake. I will never stop prospecting, at least not for the next, 3 to 5 years. I'm gonna keep my database strong. I'm gonna keep growing my database just so I never have to worry about running out of clients. Last but not least is you cannot rely on anyone. You can't rely on paid advertising. I know at the beginning, if you have family, friends who are thinking about buying or selling, obviously it's gonna give you a leg up, but they're eventually gonna already purchase the property. It's not like, you know, they're gonna keep providing you with unlimited resources, right? So what are you gonna do if you run out family, friends who wants to buy or sell their property? Okay, well, I can, you know, you might say, oh, I can pay for Zillow. And I'm like, I can pay for Zillow, I can pay for paid advertising, but what are you gonna do if you run out of money? What are you gonna do if you no longer have that budget set aside for paying advertising? I think in this business, the best way to grow is to focus on yourself, to educate yourself, sharpen your skills, and then also prospect. You want it to be networked with people who have equity, who wants to sell their property. Because that way you're gonna build your pipeline and eventually your pipeline gonna grow. And you can hire a buyer agent because once you have listing, guess what you also gonna have? You're gonna have tons of buyers. They're gonna see your sign out in the front and they're gonna, you know, and they're gonna contact you because they're gonna see you as a listing agent on Zillow. You have more leverage, you're gonna get tons of buyer calls, and this is the way how you're supposed to do. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know I get a little wordy and chatty. This video, be sure to, you know, comment below, let me know, comment fortune cookies, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.